Can you unmute your microphone? Unmute. Yeah, mute the microphone.
Keep your team organized
Let's do our chanting before we start our meditation. If you are following our chanting book, you can turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The Three Refuges. Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dhammang saranam gacchami, Sanghang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang
saranam gacchami tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami tatiyampi sangham.
There are 5 precepts.
Pānātipātā vīremani sikkhapadam samadhiyāmi adinādāna vīremani sikkhapadam samadhiyāmi kāmesu vicchācārā vīremani sikkhapadam samadhiyāmi musāvādā vīremani sikkhapadam samadhiyāmi sūrāmīre majjhe pamādāna vīremani sikkhapadam.
The affirmative vows based on 5 precepts.
Being aware of the suffering of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness.
Homage to the Buddha.
Itiso bhagavā arahant sammā sambuddho viññācarana sampantaro purisa dhamma sārati sattādeva manusānaṁ buddho bhagavāti.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Swāṅghāto bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ihi passiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo viññōhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අත්ථ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ දක්ඛිනියෝ අංජලි කරණියෝ අනුත්තරං ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Offering of light.
ගණසාරම්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදං සේනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමුනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධේනාං සුගන්ධේනා පූජේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුක්ත.
Offering of flowers.
වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහි පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන දීනේ පුඤ්ඤේන මීතේන ලභාමි මොක්ඛං උම්පං විලායාති යතායි ධම්මේ ආයෝ තථායාති විනාශභාවං.
Offering of water.
අදිවාසේතු නොහන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තමේ.
Offering of drinks.
අදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං නිමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිඝාතු උත්තමේ.
Worship
සම්බඨානි සුපතිත්තං ශාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Wish of well-being.
ඉච්ඡේව මනුජ්ජං Namaste Manu Ratenante Punyami Sandam Vipulam Arantam Hatante Rayo
Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a linking in a moving heart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Welcome everyone for our Wednesday meditation. Let us again make a very important effort together to engage in this wholesome practice. This is a training to develop an inner refuge within us. We have been doing this meditation together for quite some time now, so it has become a custom that we every Wednesday we sit together, although we are in different places. So we are connected to each other in a different way. So how wonderful that we have this opportunity to sit together at the same time and helping each other to do this practice. Let us rejoice this moment, rejoice this opportunity to sit with this practitioners, these monks, and everyone else, let us make a determination that I will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. I will make use of this opportunity and I will make use of this wholesome gathering and I will make use of this wholesome guidance and I will engage in a committed practice. Let us make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to this bell and let your mind settle further and further. And then we will do our chant Namo Buddhaya to help ourselves to settle further and further into this moment. And at the end of the chant, Bhante Punna will guide us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing.
Dear spiritual friends, now we are moving to practice our guided meditation and the silent meditation. We practice meditation on loving kindness and meditation on breathing. Loving kindness meditation helps us to cultivate loving kindness to the compassion. In breathing meditation helps us to practice mindfulness to reach to the wisdom. The ultimate goal of our meditation is great compassion and great wisdom. Having such a noble aspiration in our spiritual journey, we start from the very beginning to very slowly to climb into the top of the pinnacle. Dear spiritual friends, it is always very, very helpful to prepare the body and mind for the meditation. Preparing means that we completely relax our body and our mind. The physical relaxation and the mental relaxation. They are the key factors to practice and cultivate wholesomeness in our mind. Bring your awareness to your body and scan the body from the top to the bottom. You can take a deep breath and hold for a while And very slowly and gently release. Release the entire the breath, air in your best capacity. Release and relax. To relax our body, we draw our attention to each and every parts of the body and feel each and every areas of the body. If you notice any pressure, any tension, any stress in anywhere in the body, we just feel them and thoughtfully, mindfully, we relax all those areas until we feel fully comfortable and relaxed. We draw our attention to our forehead, head, the back of the head, and we feel it is normal to have some sort of pressure, tension, or stress on the forehead and the head and the back of the head. If you notice any pressure, any tension, or any stresses, just feel and drop down and relax. 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 Observe that you have closed your eyes gently. Feel your eyes, inner and outer, and relax. Feel your facial muscles. To relax our facial muscles, we bring a very light, gentle, genuine smile. Have a beautiful smile on your face. With the support of the smile, you are able to feel a great relaxation in your entire body. Feel your both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, and fingers. Both palms are resting on your lap, on your thighs. Both shoulders are widely open. Very gently drop down your both shoulders and let them to hang. Feel both palms are resting. Even the finger muscles are not any gripping or grasping sensations. Just relax. Feel your chest muscles and belly muscles. Just drop down and relax. Feel your upper and lower back muscles and relax. If you still are having any sort of pains, pressure, or tension on your lower back muscles, feel them. Sitting comfortably on the front edge of the cushion, you are able to sit very gently. You can move your upper body very gently. You can find the position that helps you to release the weight of the lower back muscles. Do it very gently. Then you are able to notice the weight of the upper body is flowing down to the sitting bones, to the ground, through the backbones. Feel your sitting muscles. If you notice any pressure on the sitting muscles, the pressure on the sitting muscles causes to the numbness of your leg muscles. Very gently, you can just balance your upper body and release the pressure of the sitting muscles without moving here and there. Very gently, you can relax and release unnecessary pressures which are building on your sitting muscles. Both legs, thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, sole of the feet, the tips of the toes. Feel and relax. Relax your body. Relax. 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 While you are sitting in this relaxed posture, You can draw your attention to your mind. Observe the mind. Notice thoughts are occurring constantly in your mind. Thoughts are very unique for your own behavioral patterns, for your own habits. Observe the mind and notice the thoughts in your mind. Some thoughts are occurring with the support of the past memories. Some are occurring with the support of the past future expectations. Some thoughts are occurring with the experiences of the present moment. If you are having any pressure, any tension with regard to the past experiences and memories, you are able to notice some sort of unpleasantness in your mind. To reduce the unpleasantness of our mind, very easily we can practice letting go of the past memories and thoughts, but maintaining the full awareness to the lessons that you learn from the past. Just preserving and taking care of the past lessons that you learn to keep yourself safe. And notice if still you are having some sort of pressure, stress with regard to the past memories, understand past is gone. It has gone and let them go. Same way for the future. In your expectations, hopes, if you are able to notice some unnecessary pressure, stresses, anxieties, and notice the future is not yet come true. Nothing to worry about the future related thoughts. Just let them go. By letting go the past and the future, we can bring our full awareness to the present moment. The present moment is the precious moment. You are sitting with spiritual friends. In front of you are having a beautiful environment with a full of spiritual energy. You are sitting in a comfortable posture. Physically, you are stable, really balanced and relaxed body. No worries, no hurries. Having such a great, a precious moment in your life. It is really a sacred moment. You are able to very easily dwell in the present moment. Abide fully in the present moment. Observe your beautiful mind. Abide in the beautiful mind. You have a very relaxed and beautiful mind. Observe the space in your mind. The mind is like a cloudless, beautiful sky. Observe the beauty of your mind. The great space of your mind. The clarity and the lucidity of your mind. Feel the peace in mind. In this present awareness, you can guide your mind to the wholesome direction. We can cultivate wholesomeness in our mind. To cultivate wholesomeness in our mind, we bring a wholesome thought. Our regular wholesome thought is loving kindness, loving friendliness. Instead of seeking the loving kindness outside, we are going to cultivate and germinate loving kindness within. But at the beginning, to really understand the real nature of the loving kindness, we make a loving kindness image. Our loving kindness image is, according to the teachings of the Buddha, the beloved mother who is taking care of her only baby. Observe the gravity of the loving kindness. Observe the depth of the loving kindness. Notice the strength of the loving kindness. The mother is having beautiful, unfathomable, awesome loving kindness. In her loving kindness, There are a number of beautiful qualities. Compassion is her loving kindness. Patience is her loving kindness. Forgiveness is her loving kindness. Appreciation is her loving kindness. Generosity, it is her loving kindness. Determination, it is her loving kindness. Truthfulness, worthiness, understanding, full awareness, all those are the great qualities of her loving kindness. You are also able to transplant the beautiful loving kindness qualities in your mind. Germinate, let them to grow in your beautiful mind. Compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, generosity, truthfulness, worthiness, understanding, full awareness. They are beautiful qualities of the loving kindness. Observe your beautiful loving kindness mind. Take care of your beautiful mind. You are taking care of your beautiful mind like a baby. Observe the growing spirituality with the support of the loving kindness. May my mind be well, be healthy, be peaceful. May no any negative thoughts come into my mind. May my mind be loving kindness. Be well. Your loving kindness mind is a wonderful, wonderful tool to bring the happiness and good health for your body. With the support of the loving kindness, take care of your body. Of course, it is the nature that you are not able to completely, you have and bear and be patient with the different situations in this body. Wake up your beautiful loving kindness mind and spread the awareness throughout the body. The loving kindness mind, loving kindness emotions helps to activate and stimulate the glands and secretes the very friendly hormones to the bloodstream to Remove the unnecessary pains in the body. Radiate loving kindness to your body, from the skin to the internal organs. The skin, the muscles, the bones of this body be healed, be healed. Observe the great intellectual capacity of the skin, of the muscles, of the bones, and deeply appreciate and radiate loving kindness to the skin, to the muscles, to the bones. Draw your attention to each and every internal organs and the systems. The lungs, the entire respiratory system. Observe the great intellectuality of the lungs, of the respiratory system. Deeply appreciate and radiate loving kindness. Heart, cardiac muscles, the cardiovascular system. Deeply appreciate the great intellectuality of the heart, cardiac muscles. The entire cardiovascular system. Radiate loving kindness to the digestive system, from the mouth to the end of the large intestine. Observe the great intellectual capacity of the system. Deeply appreciate and radiate loving kindness. Observe the great capacity of the intellectuality in the kidneys. And in the entire genitourinary system. Be grateful and appreciate and radiate loving kindness. Even observe the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system. In each and every neurotransmitters, innumerable, unfathomable intellectual capacity in this entire set of systems. Be grateful. It is a wonderful gift. It is a gift. This body from the top to the bottom. May this mind be healed. Be healed. Feel the peace physically and mentally. Observe the great spiritual nature of your loving kindness. and facing your mind towards the first absorption, jhana, applied thoughts, sustained thoughts, are dwelling and dealing with the loving kindness. Out of the loving kindness, you just earn the rapture and pleasure without any hinders. And you are having such a great rapture and pleasure with the support of the rapture and pleasure. It is the nature of your beautiful mind. Mind is ready to dwell in this beautiful object, loving kindness. Experience the applied thoughts, sustained thoughts, rapture, pleasure, and one pointedness on your beautiful loving kindness mind. You can have in a wide chat, completely focusing to the loving kindness. Whatever thoughts come into your mind, submerge all of them into the loving kindness and enjoy the loving kindness. You are loving kindness. And you are able to share your loving kindness with your spiritual friends who practice loving kindness with you right now. May my spiritual friends be well, be well. Deeply appreciate their spiritual knowledge, spiritual interest, and share your loving kindness with them. Truly, you share your loving kindness with your be well. Expand your loving kindness to your beloved immediate family members and family members, relatives, friends, near and far. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be peace. Expand your loving kindness to your neighbors, neighboring neighbors, people in your city, neighboring cities, in the county, neighboring counties, in the state, neighboring states, throughout the nation, all the people who are going through any difficulties, may they be well, may they be free from any dangers, may they be healthy. Even the people who are helping to the people who are going through the difficulties and sicknesses, may they also be well, be healthy. May all the people be able to get the right decisions all the time to take care of their lives. May all the people be well. Neighboring countries around the world, may the entire human species be healed. May no any negative thoughts come into their mind. May no any wrong thoughts, belief come into their minds. May they be mentally and physically healthy. May all people in entire world be healthy, be healthy, be healthy. May all the people truly and genuinely share their goodness with each other, and may they be well. Radiate your loving kindness to all the animals, all the living creatures, insects, near and far, seen and unseen, large and small. May all beings be well. Radiate your loving kindness even to the plants, trees, and the entire planet be healed. The sun and the moon, may the entire universe be healed. Be healed. Observe your great wish. You are having a beautiful loving kindness. Enjoy your loving kindness. Be in your loving kindness. Live, abide in your loving kindness. Enjoy your loving kindness. With the support of the loving kindness, you can practice breathing meditation for a couple of minutes. To practice the breathing meditation, you just draw your Lovely awareness to your in breath and out breath, here and now. Observe the natural breath and maintain your full awareness on in breath and out breath. No any thoughts in your mind, just only observation of the actions, activity in the breath.
hontu sabbi anino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and press them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have meditation in our life. We were able to do this practice thanks to the great teachers, enlightened masters in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to all these great teachers in the past. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped our meditation tonight. Anyone who stayed without disturbing our meditation tonight. Let us feel grateful to this device that helped us to connect to this meditation and to all other things that helped this meditation, including this cushion or chair, this bell, and everything. With deep gratitude towards all people and all things that helped our meditation tonight, let us say sadhu 3 times.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dear everyone, inside you to reside, to rest. One of the purposes of our meditation is to find such a place within us, like a refuge in. So, what you call the inner refuge. So, particularly during this period that we are in, ourselves, the refuge or refuges that are available to us, and because every one of us experience a lot of changes, a lot of a lot of uncomfortable situations and challenging situations that we have in our life. So therefore, I would like to briefly remind you about the three. We start our chanting, and we chant three refuges. It's very important, that we remind ourselves these refuges. That is why we do this chant every time when we do meditation. So briefly, we say, I go to the Buddha for refuge, I go to the Dhamma for refuge, and I go to the Sangha for refuge. So right there we have three refuges, and that is the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. So the Buddha is our foremost refuge. Uh, that means that Buddha as a guide, as an example, and also as a great spiritual guide to our life. So when we have the Buddha as a spiritual guide, so we our life has a purpose. So of both wisdom and compassion. That the highest peak that any mind can develop into. So we have an example who is the Buddha, and we have the guidance. The Buddha as our guide. We need to understand that Buddha did not come from outside. Buddha did not come from a different world to us. Buddha actually emerged within us, and the what we call the Buddha is someone who had us, and of course he was a prince. He had maybe a little bit more comfortable life than our lives. But then Buddha emerged from this world. He was not someone who came from outside. He was here with us, and he went through the same experience, the fullness and a genuine compassion for all living beings, and he was able to overcome general limitations of our mind, and he developed his mind to the highest peak of both compassion and wisdom, and enabling, showing that it is possible for all of us to transcend, the day-to-day challenges that we are having. That normally your day-to-day lives we meet a lot of challenges. Things doesn't happen the way we want. Things get late, and sometimes our conversations are not pleasant. They can be uh, you know um, uh, we can develop tensions, and all these things are happening around us. So we sometimes we are being influenced by all these petty things happening around us. But when you think about the Buddha, it kind of develop our trust in the ability of human mind. And then we not simply stayed there, and he started to share this technique with everyone else, and encouraging everyone to make that progress and transformation in their mind. So reminding ourselves that we have the Buddha as an example, as a guide, is very important, particularly during these kinds of difficult periods, to to, to have that a reminder to us. And then, of course, we are not only taking refuge in the Buddha, but also taking refuge in the Dhamma, which means the teachings of the Buddha, the guidance, and then techniques that we are available for us. Can we mute the microphone? So Dhamma is the method that the Buddha wanted us to follow uh, to overcome those weaknesses, and try to find a way that we can stay settled and calm no matter whatever happening around us. So the we do, like the meditation practice we just did. So this Dhamma is available for us. The discovery of the Buddha is available for us, and it is we can practice, we can test. Yeah. So that is the taking refuge in the Dhamma. So, and then the third one is taking refuge in the Sangha. Sangha means the other. So it's this method to find the inner peace, unchanging, unwavering inner peace, and this inner wisdom and compassion. This is not only found by the Buddha, but there were so many others who, after the Buddha, who follow and attain the same similar results. So the Sangha means the disciples of the Buddha. Uh, so, so when we think about it, so we take the Buddha as our guide, and our life has a purpose. And no matter whatever happening right now, we believe that it is possible that we can overcome, and it is possible that we can develop inner peace no matter whatever happening around us, and we can develop our mind to achieve the peak of wisdom and compassion. So for that we have an example and we have a guide, that is the Buddha. And then not only we have the guide and the examples, we also have the techniques to do it, and that is the Dhamma, the method, the path to achieve such deeper peace and wisdom in us. And then not only that, we also have supporting certain who has made certain progress in their path. So then we have this support. So that is what we call the three refuges. And the very interesting thing about the three refuges is that once you follow these three refuges, once we take these three refuges, what is really as an inner refuge building building up within the person who has taken these refuges. Usually we take refuge when we are innocent, when we are helpless. And so then the people who take refuge, we call them, with these three refuges, once inner stability within us, with the support of these three refuges, but it's like how the parents are helping children to walk. When we are small, we cannot walk by ourselves. We will hold the hands of our parents. By just doing that, we gradually develop our own ability to walk by ourselves. So three refuges are helping us in that way to eventually develop our inner refuge. So particularly during these days, it's really important that we remind ourselves that we have these three refuges are available for us, and then also to rely on the whatever refuge that we develop within us through these practices. The more deep understanding we get on the teachings of the Buddha, and we deeply understand human nature, we deeply understand the nature of the world, we understand the impermanence and change as the part of the reality. And so we develop certain attitude of acceptance, affected so much by them. We will be affected a little bit and then we can able to maintain that in a stability within us. So things are happening around us, like things will be different and changing and unpleasant. So what's really going to happen, the more we develop the inner refuge with the support of these three refuges, what's going to happen that actually the world is going to have a less impact on us. The external situations are going as lost gradually will lose the ability to influence us because we are building an inner refuge. We will still interact with the world. We will still, respond to things happening around us. But we have the upper hand. Usually, when we don't have the inner refuge, inner ability that we develop through our understanding and also through our practice of meditation. And just like we just did right now with this development of in this practice of meditation, we develop inner calmness within us. Things were happening around us, but we were able to keep paying attention to ourselves and develop our loving kindness and our mindfulness. And then and in that, by doing that, we develop kind of inner space within us that we can come and rest. So that is the inner refuge that we develop gradually, day by day, day by day. So the more it start with this little bit. It start with the it be that inner refuge will not be that strong in the beginning. Through our practice, we can make it strong and strong and strong and bigger and bigger and bigger. Actually, one time Buddha said that with our constant practice, we can develop an island that no floods can disturb. So in the beginning, our island will be a little small, and it's still, the water come and flash and, and having all these disturbances, but we still have the little bit island. We take refuge and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the ocean will be around us, but the ocean will have less impact on the island, the bigger the island gets. So that's the kind of, inner refuge that we are developing in these practices. And particularly during this kind of period, it's really important that we rely on that inner refuge, inner calmness. Practice meditation, the more we enhance that ability, loving kindness, and simply rest there. Once you find that inner place that you can come back and rest, it's like we are creating a safe home for us, like we are creating a safe shelter for us. We will still be able to see the world through the windows, through the doors of the house. We can see them, we can respond them, we can compassionately respond to whatever happening around us. But we have a home that we can come and rest. We have a shelter. That is the ability that we develop within our mind, that whenever we want, we can pay our attention inward and focus on our breath or our loving kindness or any other positive quality. And then we are able to kind of rest right here, we have contentment right here within this body and mind, without any more need to have other excitements or any other approval or anything. So that is the inner refuge that we develop. So the three refuges that we take are actually helping us to develop this inner refuge. So we have three refuges: the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And then, with the support of these three refuges, we are developing an inner refuge that we can come back anytime for our refuge, for our shelter, for our, it's like coming back to home, the safe place. And we can develop such a safe place within us, and no matter whatever happening around us, no matter whatever happening in our life, we have a place to come back and rest. That is our beautiful mind that we develop through our meditation. And that is the inner refuge, that the inner refuge can be developed by following these three refuges. And particularly whenever we are going through difficult time, it's really important that we remind ourselves the three refuges. Because when the situations are so difficult, when situations are so challenging, sometimes we lose our patience, sometimes lose the hope. During those periods, it's really important we uh, read. So in that case, so whenever our inner refuge is little weak, so we should focus. We should remind that I have the Buddha as my refuge. I have the Dhamma, the teachings as my refuge. I have the Sangha, the other disciples as my refuge. And reminding ourselves can actually help us to relate to our inner ability that is represented by these three refuges. So by doing that, actually, we can stay calm and focus even this kind of difficult situation. So I hope that So that is why it's really important to remind ourselves. That is why every Wednesday, I say, to remind ourselves, we are not alone in this practice, and there are other people who are practicing this. I'm not alone in this struggle. I'm not alone in this challenge. And life is itself is a big challenge for anyone. So, but and we have the support for that, and with the help of that support, we can develop our own refuge. So I hope that we can start a practice of reading these um, refuges. I go to the Buddha for my refuge. Like whenever you are going through some difficult time, to remind yourself, and then by doing that, you can instigate your inner refuge, and in that way we can go through any difficulties in our life, any challenge in our life. How about reading this every morning if you can? Right, yeah. So anyone would like to share any thoughts or any questions?
Conte? I
Yes.
don't know if you can hear me because I can't hear you on Conte.
Oh,
Oh, I can hear myself now. Hold on. So something seems to be wrong with the sound, but I typed a question in the chat on Skype.
Okay. And they can. So our computer is a little bit far away from us. So we try to read it. Yeah. Yeah. Can you read it? Yeah.
Bante, sound issues still on Skype through I'm hearing you from YouTube. I have a question tonight. Can you please speak to how to best utilize our inner refuge during those periods of deep and uh, utter grief as a utter grief,
Mm-hmm.
grief that have arrived as a companion.
So, um, ca- can you say a little bit more about what you mean by the grief? Can you explain a little bit more what you mean by the grief?
Bhante, I will repeat the question
Last part.
again.
Last part.
Last
Yeah.
part. Can you please speak to how to best utilize our inner refuge during periods of deep and utter grief that have arrived as a pandemic? During those deep and utter grief that have
एक हट्टी दाल हमें यूट्यूब पे डाले हट्टी ग्रीफ की नहीं करना फिर मगर मना ग्रीफ पे
करता हूँ.
Okay, I mean, I think I'm not understanding the question properly, but I think the general theme is that how to best utilize our inner refuge to I think she typed something else. Yeah, thought you can-
The grief that arrives with the recognition of such a devastating large amount of lives lost.
Lost. Yeah. Okay. I think yeah. Ah. Yeah, I think it's such a hard it's, it's such a all around the world, and particularly in this country. Yeah. So it is something that it's very common. It's something that as human beings, I think we have that grief, we have that heaviness in our heart. Um, so I think what we can do, the way we can relate with this grief of losing valuable life to us is just to uh, I don't know. It's such a difficult thing, at least do our best to determination that we will try.
pandemic. We know the situation in this kind of pandemic, and also, and sometimes we face unavoidable challenges in our life. Is that right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
life is always in a danger in general. It is not something strange.
Yeah.
So, this has come all together. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
That is why we call it pandemic.
And
But I mean, we are not simplifying by
yeah, I
by,
think
but
yeah,
it is
it
in
is.
this kind of situation. Otherwise, a
Yeah.
point in here.
I
So
think one thing we can do actually, as Bante mentioned, the pandemic and epidemics, these were common in human history,
yeah,
and we lost so many lives in the history. I think what we can be grateful that in recent times, because of the development of our medical care, and because of there was a development of our scientific knowledge, now we know better than previously how to deal with this kind of difficult
absolutely.
situation. So of course, we lost so many lives during this pandemic, but I think we also kind of saved so many lives because we knew the behavior of the virus. And a few hundred years ago, people didn't know anything about these things, and they didn't know how to protect themselves. And some civilizations, almost lost.
They didn't know
They didn't
about
know
what the causes
cause
and
of, yeah.
conditions of the.
So it's really heavy. It's really hard. It's really painful to think about the number of lives we have lost. But at the same time, one way we can kind of develop some positivity is actually to develop gratitude for the dedication, for the knowledge that we have as humankind, the better knowledge, scientific knowledge that we have, that we were able to save many lives too, because we knew the behavior of the virus, so we took precautions. So it was we kind of managed the spread of the virus to some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so let us be grateful to whatever knowledge we have, and let us be grateful to all the dedication that people in the medical field are doing. And also let us wish let us make that wish. So I think that is the one way we can the one way we can get out from deal with our grief is to find way to be grateful for something or someone. I think one way we can be grateful
And
is that
that's why actually I think not we are not just think big responsibility to save others' life.
yeah,
I mean, washing hand is not simple thing,
yeah,
or wearing a mask is not a simple thing,
yeah,
and keeping the distance. If you this kind of our behavioral patterns might help a lot to save other people. Otherwise, as you Bante mentioned that in the history of our human
human
lives that
civilization. Yeah,
human civilization, we had this kind of this is not something new for.
yeah,
But right now, I actually we have to mm, um, more vigilant and uh, every day, and because until we find a kind
a recent experience of losing this many of lives,
of
because we already had developed certain vaccines. So we had to be grateful. I
yeah.
mean, life could have been much worse, without these scientific discoveries, without dedication of people in the medical field, a pleasant next existence. Right? Yeah, that is what we have to do. I think we can use these kind of practices to like stay calm, and then be find a way to be grateful, and then wish well-being to whoever lost their lives. So right now it's a good opportunity for us to share the merits. So now it is time to share the merits. Let us share our merits with those people who lost their lives during this pandemic, and wishing them to benefit from this merits. They have this wholesomeness, and benefit from our wholesome deeds, and may they find a happier existence. So let us transfer merits to all departed relatives and everyone who lost their lives during this pandemic. May they all share these merits. May they benefit from these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idam mi ñātinam hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idam mi ñātinam hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idam mi ñātinam hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Let us also share this merit with all other living beings. If there's any being in this world like to share this merit, may all these living beings share this merit. May all these living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata mi sambatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act be the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Okay, we will do our blessing chant now, and we are so thankful that all of you join our meditation, and we will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra today, wishing all of you well-being and peace and happiness. And particularly, we also want to extend our blessings to our beloved friend who is celebrating the birthday today. And may you all receive these blessings, and you can also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, people who are sick. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniyamanta kusalena yam tang samtam padang abhisamicca sakko joce sojoce suvacoca samudvanati santos sakoce subharoce ampagiccoce sallahu kabunti sandrindriyoce nipakoce ampagabbo kulesu ananugindu samacare kinciyena vignyo pare upavate yom sukhino vakemino
Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhidatta kechipana bhutanti tasavatavarava anavasesadighavaye mahanta Manjimaraskanukatula dittavayeva dittaye cheduri vasanti avidure bhutavasam bhavesiva sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitatana paro param nikumbet nati manyet kanta chinang kanchi vyarosana patiga sanyana manyas sadukkamicce mata yataniyam putam ayusa eka manurakke evam pisambhute manas Sambhavaye apariman Mittancha sambhalokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanang uddang adochatiriyang asambhadang avirang asapattam tittam charang nisinnu vasayanu va yavatasya vigadamindo etang Ditteya brahmamitang viharang idamaho ditting cha anupagam silava dasansamina sampanno kami suviniya gedang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti tena satya vajjena sotte te hotu sambadaye tena satya vajjena sambharogo vinasatu etena satya vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sambharogo vinasatu mate bhavantantarayo sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabbha mangalam Rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalang Rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalang rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha sanghanubhavena sada santi bhavantu
Recall an actual moment in which you did a kind deed, helping someone or caring for someone, giving something to someone. Try to recall an actual incident. Let us rejoice these moments of kindness in us. On this day,
on this day
or in the past,
or in the past,
if I have done kind
if
deeds
I've done kind deeds
to other
to
beings
other beings
with my body, speech, or mind,
with my body, speech, or mind,
whether great or little,
whether great or little,
here before the
here
Buddha,
before the
I
Buddha,
call to
I
mind
call to
those
mind
kind
those
deeds,
kind deeds,
and let my heart rejoice.
and let my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in those kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind
wishing
deeds,
more opportunities to practice compassion.
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
I rejoice in kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind deeds,
resolving not to compare with others. Gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere.
and guide share the joy with all beings everywhere.
May my kind
May
deeds
my kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other beings.
the burdens of other beings.
May my kind
May
deeds
my kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and pain.
save me from all dangers and
May my kind
may my
deeds
kind deeds
and merits that come from them
and the merits that come from them
help me in freeing my heart.
help me in freeing my heart.
Let us now record time whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about moments in your week doing some good thing to someone else. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day
On this day
or in the past,
or in the past,
if I have seen or heard
if I've seen or heard
of the kind deeds done by
of
others
the kind deeds done by others
with their body, speech, or mind,
with their body, speech, or mind,
whether great or little,
whether great or little,
here before the
here
Buddha,
before the Buddha,
I call to
I
mind
call to mind
those kind
those
deeds
kind deeds
and let my heart
and let
rejoice.
my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
being always ready to praise kind people
being always ready to praise kind people
and follow their
and
example.
follow their example.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
appreciating that there are many good hearted people in the world.
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
express kindness done.
May the kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living beings.
bring safety and happiness to many living beings.
May the kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among living
May the kind deeds of others
beings.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sorry, for people who join from Skype, for this the bad sound quality, we will try to fix it hopefully next week to have a good sound for Skype also. Okay, thank you everyone, and we wish you all a safe week and good health.
Wish you good health. Wish you happy birthday too.